This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. Residents of a Bradenton neighborhood are quite puzzled about a foul issue on a vacant city lot off of Manatee Avenue East. Residents say someone is continually dumping soiled toilet paper on the property. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo is here with more on this situation. Dwayne.
Well, Haley, residents say there's been an ongoing problem with people throwing trash on this lot for a while, but the mysterious piles of used toilet paper is a bit much.
A little over a month ago, Bradenton resident John Lundeen moved into a clean and quiet neighborhood he loves. But lately, the situation right across the street from where he lives is dirty.
Someone is dumping like used toilet paper here, and it's not just normal litter, it's like human waste litter.
He says someone is showing up every 3 to 4 days and purposely littering the property with large quantities of toilet paper, soiled with human waste. This YouTube video shot by Lundeen shows 2 large boxes of soiled toilet paper. This YouTube video shot by Lundeen shows 2 large boxes of soiled toilet paper scattered all over the lot. The city responded to a complaint made by Lundeen last week and spent 4 days cleaning out the lot. But the person returned only days later for another attack.
I think it's like planned out, and it's malicious and it's criminal.
And also has an idea that these actions may be personal.
So whoever is doing this, they have strong emotional reasons for doing this. They are very persistent and they are very motivated.
Other residents in the neighborhood have even seen objects that were less than savory.
Over by one of those trees was a black trash bag, and as we were walking by, we smelled something. We could have swore it was a decomposing body for all we know. It smelled dead, rotten, nasty.
The Manatee County Department of Health Environmental Manager, Thomas Larkin, says this is the first time they've heard about this particular issue, but plan on taking action as it can be a potential health risk to nearby residents.
We'll put it into our complaint database and follow up with an investigation, and then reach out to our partners, the city, if appropriate.
Residents say they're just tired of the smell, and it has to stop.
You know, if it was normal dumping of litter or garbage, I wouldn't have reacted so strongly. There is no rational reason for doing this at all.
Lundeen also says he spoke to someone from the city about the possibility of lights or even a camera on the lot in the near future. Back to you.
Hopefully they get it cleared up. Thank you, Dwayne. In Charlotte County, sheriff's deputies are investigating a suspicious deadly car fire. Deputies say they found the remains of 2 people in a burned car last night on Vermont Road in Punta Gorda, next to the AMI Crossroads, a group foster home. Deputies and EMS were originally called there for a car fire. The car was already engulfed in flames by the time they arrived, and once they put the fire out, the remains were found inside. Investigators are working on identifying these victims as well as the cause of the fire. Also in Charlotte County, the sheriff's office is looking for help finding a stolen military surplus vehicle. The sheriff's office says the truck was stolen from a storage facility on Placida Road in Inglewood last month. The vehicle pictured here is not the actual vehicle, but it is an accurate representation. Anyone with information should contact the sheriff's office. Dozens of people have already signed up for an appointment at a medical marijuana clinic coming to Venice. The Compassionate Cannabis Care Clinic of Venice allowed patients to book appointments online starting Thursday. According to the Sarasota Herald Tribune, it took less than an hour for 50 people to sign up for an appointment. By 9 a.m. today, the clinic had 146 people scheduled. The clinic will not fall within the legal status of a medical marijuana treatment center. It will provide medical care as a general practice and will not be processing, dispensing, or providing cannabis medication. And now for a check on our forecast, let's head over to Bob as we head into the weekend.
Well, Haley, right now, skies generally fair up and down the sun coast. Temperatures into the upper 60s still. Dew point temperature at 59. East to southeast wind now at 10. And the pressure rising 30-19. So what this means is that we're looking at generally fair skies overnight. The dew point temperature's fallen a little bit since earlier this evening around 7, and still that number further away from the temperature. So we don't expect any widespread fog event. It will be patchy, but there will be some fog around to start the day off tomorrow morning. Well, there's a cold front approaching, moving through parts of the lower Mississippi Valley right now. This front is going to have little impact on our weather. It will keep us in a east to southeasterly wind flow throughout the day tomorrow. A few showers along the east coast, and as far as temperatures go right now, all pretty much in the 60s here. Still very warm and muggy down south in the 70s in Miami. More in a weekend weather forecast coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. A new report shows that more than half of renters on the Suncoast were cost burdened in 2015. The report released Thursday by the apartmentlist.com says Sarasota Bradenton is ranked 81st for affordability among the country's top 100 metro areas. Affordability is driven by both rent and income. According to the report, Tampa, Orlando, and Jacksonville also struggle with affordability. Miami tops the list for the highest share of cost-burdened renters at more than 63%. Senator Marco Rubio is now asking the Florida Attorney General to launch an investigation into the complaints surrounding Bayside Villas. This request comes after weeks of tension between the owner and the tenants of Bayside Villa Apartments. The senator sent a letter to Pam Bondi detailing residents' complaints about unlivable conditions, discrimination, and threats to refuse renewals or evict without probable cause.
I'm going to work very, very closely with his office. If necessary, I look forward to going to Atlanta, to HUD. I look forward to going to Washington, D.C. I'm all ready, and I thank God for it. I'm ready to go there so they can get a hold of this.
In the letter, Senator Rubio writes, the safety of tenants and their families at apartment complexes such as Bayside Villas is a top priority for me. In this case, it appears residents are being taken advantage of, and someone must be held accountable. Governor Rick Scott wants the head of the state's tourism marketing agency to step down. This comes after Visit Florida refused to publicly disclose it paid rapper Pitbull $1 million to promote the state. Scott made the request today to the agency's board. Visit Florida refused to publicly share its contract with Pitbull, who recorded a music video to promote Florida. The governor is also asking Visit Florida to begin publishing its spending contracts and other financial information. Florida's high school graduation rate continues to climb. It is now at a 13-year high. For the 2015-2016 school year, Florida's statewide graduation rate climbed to 80%. That's nearly 3% higher than last year and more than 20% higher than the 2003-2004 school year. New data from the Florida Department of Education shows grouping students with similar strengths and weaknesses helps improve their performance. The graduation rate for Sarasota County even higher. The school district says it climbed to more than 85% for the 2015-2016 school year. That's a rise of more than 6 points from 79%. The most dramatic increase was for Venice High School in particular, which improved its graduation rate by 13 percentage points over just 1 year. Great trends. And straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, we heard about exploding phones. Now, earphones blowing up and causing burns to a Florida woman's face. A look at the model that caused this dangerous incident. And a sigh of relief for many families as it's announced a generic EpiPen is coming out when it will be available. That's next.
Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
Hello, America. I'm John Carew. It's Friday, December 16th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $59 million. To win that jackpot, you must match these 5 white balls plus that gold mega ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 1. That's followed by 43. Up next, we have 36. That's followed by 15. And your final white ball for this Friday evening is 8. Now for the mega ball. Tonight's mega ball number is 6. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 1, 43, 36, 15, 8, and the gold mega ball is 6. Now, no match lost 6 numbers. Tuesday's jackpot could be $67 million. Good luck and play on, America.
I love big bling for little Ching. That's why I only wear Spectralite diamonds from Created Gems. Or I wear nothing at all.
I'm Alan Cohn, nonpartisan in name only. There may not be an R or D listed on the ballot, but many of these candidates are backed by the local parties.
Monday on ABC7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Florida Studio Theater presents Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, celebrating fierce women with fierce vocals from the 70s through today. Featuring songs by performers such as Cher, Tina Turner, and Reba McEntire. Don't miss what critics are saying is a lively, high-energy driving review with powerhouse singers. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
Only Fiat gives you Italian engineering with a heavy dose of Suncoast style. So what are you waiting for? Hurry in for big savings during the Big Finish event going on now at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dottoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
Don't hate me because I'm blingable. Get your bling on with affordable Spectralite diamonds exclusively at Created Gems in Gold and Silver, where you always get big bling for little ching.
Bob, the weekend's here. A lot of the kids are out of school.
Right.
Vacations are starting.
Right, and things are looking pretty good here. I mean, they can go up north and enjoy some sledding, tobogganing, I guess,
well,
ice skating.
Our producer, Erica, is heading up north tomorrow morning, so good luck to her.
Yeah, I see a lot of social media people talking about that going
right.
up there. Get ready for some bitterly cold wind chill, and it's going to be very cold across much of the northern plain states and throughout the Great Lakes. Different story here. A lot of people come down here, too, during the holidays, and I'll tell you what, Casey Key webcam showing just a beautiful day out there on the beach with a nice, gorgeous sunset. And that is going to be the case, I think, over the weekend, too. Some wonderful photos sent in, and this one from the Venice Jetty. Cindy Desmond getting this photo of someone fishing right there. And Siesta Key, Fred Seeger, also a beautiful sunset there on Siesta. Satellite and radar picture showing pretty quiet conditions here. A few showers off the East Coast. There are some storms, though, located to the north of us, and we'll talk more about that in a bit. But as far as the fog goes, not a problem right now. If we see fog, it'll be basically after 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and it'll be patchy at best, especially inland areas, I believe. But all the reporting stations now reporting clear skies. 67 degrees. Dew point has actually dropped a few degrees from earlier this evening. Winds are out of the east-southeast, so those have switched around a bit. And the pressure 30 and 19. That's way up there. That continues to rise through this evening. This high pressure is building in. The high today was above average, and it looks like we'll see numbers well above average on our low, too. This morning was cool at 54 degrees. That's normal, though, for this time of year. And the record low 27 set back in 1968. Well, zip on the rainfall. It's going to stay dry, too. It looks like on Saturday there's a chance we may add to that rainfall on Sunday afternoon. But that'll be basically inland, I think. 55 degrees in Jacksonville, 10 degrees warmer into Orlando, and 77 now in Miami, 75 in Key West. Around the area, 59 already in Sebring, 57 in Lake Placid, and Arcadia at 63. Northport, you're just 1 degree warmer than that, and temperatures a bit warmer right near the coast in the upper 60s to low 70s. And look for lows tonight, upper 50s in Northport, Rotunda right around 62, Venice 61, 60 at Lakewood Ranch, and temperature of 63 in Bradenton. Longboat Key will be at 65 degrees. Anna Maria starting the day off at 64. Well, the forecast tomorrow looks good. It will be warm. Temperatures topping out into the low 80s. Now, if you're at the beach, probably around 77, 78 degrees. But inland areas could even see some mid-80s as far east as, say, Arcadia and Wauchula, as well as into Sebring. When I talk about the extreme cold, these are actual ambient air temperatures right now across the northern plain states, northern Rockies. Not quite into Kansas City at this point, but this Arctic air continues to kind of just nose down. It doesn't dive down all the way into the southern plains, but it is shifting off to the east again. Temperatures in the teens in Detroit, Toronto, as well as Chicago at this point. You factor in that wind, and it is just bitter in North Dakota now. Minus 28, the feels like temperature there. Minus 16 in Billings and minus 7 in Denver. Temperatures even feels like 30 degrees in Atlanta. So some of that cool air spilling southward, but not into our area. You can see some freezing rain, kind of a rain-snow mix there into Cincinnati and also in the southern sections of Indiana. It's been snow in Chicago, but that is now pushing off into Detroit, and some snow showers as well into Iowa. Winter storm warnings all in the area of pink that you see, stretching from New Mexico all the way to Michigan. For boaters, it looks like this. South winds at 10 knots. Seas will be right around 2 feet with a light chop. The water temperature now at 70 degrees. And beaches will see a high right around 77. And as far as the forecast goes, upcoming tides on your screen, 11:41 for the next high tide. Another one at 2:51. And sunrise will be at 7:13. Fog late, 62. And then for tomorrow, morning fog around patchy at best, a high of 82. The extended forecast, slight chance for a shower on Sunday. High temperatures warming into the low 80s. So pretty nice as far as that goes. Haley?
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Bob. A Florida woman is recovering from burns to her face after her earphones exploded in flames. Melissa Loudermilk was cleaning her home in Plant City while wearing a pair of Vivitar Bluetooth earphones. She said they exploded, burst into flames out of nowhere, and the plastic casing shot across the room.
I saw the fire before I felt the fire. It made my hearing go quiet for a few seconds, and they caught on fire and then caught my shoulder on fire. They weren't plugged in, and all of a sudden they exploded.
You could smell burned hair. When I came home, I'll never forget that smell.
Her husband, who you just heard from there, Josh, bought her the headphones about a week ago, so he's in big trouble. Just kidding, just kidding. Josh says the company executive from Vivitar called him from China and asked him to send back the product for an analysis. Vivitar says it appears to be an isolated incident. A woman who was hit by a train in Florida is in the hospital in critical condition. The train was near Pompano Beach when the woman was trapped for about 45 minutes. Emergency crews near Pompano Beach were able to finally reach the woman, who was alert and conscious. Police blocked roads around the area so that helicopters could transport the woman to the hospital. It's unclear right now what the woman was doing on those tracks or how she was hit. The questions about Russian hacking and the U.S. presidential campaign not dying down tonight. Today, President Obama, in what may have been his final news conference in office, made his most revealing comments so far. ABC's Brian Clark reports.
It's the president-elect.
They have no idea if it's Russia or China or somebody.
Versus the soon-to-be ex.
Not much happens in Russia without Vladimir Putin.
At his year-end news conference, President Obama got closer than ever before to confirming reports that Russian President Vladimir Putin was personally behind the hacking of Democratic National Committee computers.
And I will let you make that determination as to whether there are high-level Russian officials who go off rogue and decide to tamper with the U.S. election process without Vladimir Putin knowing about it.
But Donald Trump says he's not convinced of any Kremlin connection. That puts him at odds with a broad consensus of the U.S. intelligence community.
They're fighting among themselves. They're not sure.
President Obama says he warned Putin face-to-face in September to, quote, cut it out, and promised retaliation.
At a time and place of our own choosing. Some of it may be explicit and publicized. Some of it may not be.
And on a Kremlin-funded Russian television network, a demand that the U.S. produce proof of a Kremlin hand in the hack attack.
That any evidence should be released. To date, there has been none.
At an evening rally in Orlando, Donald Trump made no mention of the hacking controversy, but he has claimed that charges of Russian hacking are an effort to undermine the legitimacy of his election victory. Brian Clark, ABC News, New York.
President Obama signing a Tennessee wildfire disaster declaration today. The declaration makes federal funding available to the victims of the fires that killed 14 people and damaged more than 2,400 homes. Victims will now be able to apply for temporary housing grants, home repairs, and low-cost loans for uninsured property losses. FEMA says residents and businesses can begin applying for federal assistance as soon as tomorrow. Gatlinburg's mayor estimates damage at $500 million. Starting next week, a generic version of the EpiPen will be available. The EpiPen helps quickly treat people suffering from life-threatening allergic reactions. Over the past few years, the drug company Mylan has increased the price by more than 400%, which has prompted a federal investigation. The generic version of the EpiPen will be about half the price. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Let's all get together to watch this.
Get in here. All right.
That's good.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
The year is winding down, and that means big savings for you during the Big Finish event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers. Take home a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999. Or stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Renegade for just $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Riding at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbythebay.org.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Sarasota, we're uncorking something special at Michael's Wine Cellar and Tasting Room. Shop in a relaxed atmosphere with our wine specialists. You'll find 1,000 international wines, 200 under $20. National brand and boutique liquors at competitive pricing. Handcrafted beers. Stop by Michael's Wine Cellar and Tasting Room today and let us show you something exceptional.
Now, sports.
The Dallas Cowboys are a touchdown favorite to beat the Bucs Sunday night. Dallas only has lost twice so far this season, and the team is playing at home. The Buccaneers come into the game riding an NFL-best 5-game win streak. Tampa Bay's recent success is mainly due to the improved play of the defense, and that's something the Cowboys have certainly noticed.
They're just a good defense. They got good defensive linemen, they got fast linebackers, and they got guys who make plays in the secondary. A system that they believe in. They defend the run well. They make plays on the ball. Number one in the National Football League in taking the ball away. So a lot of good players, a scheme that has worked well for them, that they have confidence in, certainly showing up on the tape.
This is a great team. I mean, the stats don't lie. As you said, they're number one in the turnovers. They're good at getting the ball out, going and tipping balls up and making interceptions and things. So just being smart with the ball and being patient.
The Cowboys are coming off an 11-game win streak, which ended last weekend in their matchup against the New York Giants. The Tampa Bay Lightning starting off a road trip out west with a victory Wednesday night. Tonight, the Bolts visiting Vancouver. Right now, in the second period, it is a tied game. The Lightning took the lead in the first, but the Canucks scored 1 goal in the second, tying the game. Baseball Hall of Famer Rod Carew undergoing a heart and kidney transplant today. The Minnesota Twins reporting he is expected to make a full recovery. Carew was in surgery for 13 hours in Los Angeles. The 71-year-old suffered a heart attack last year and nearly died. Carew spent 12 seasons with the Twins and 7 with the Angels. He won 7 American League batting titles and was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1991. Princeton is suspending the university's swim and diving teams over racist, vulgar, and offensive messages. A spokesman says it found that someone found these messages on an electronic mailing list after an anonymous complaint. Princeton's athletics director says that the behavior was, quote, simply unacceptable and against the values of the program and the university. The suspension means the team is not allowed to practice or compete until the school finishes an administrative review. There are 2 meets left in the team's season. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you. Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Since 1928, Carestan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Carestan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, performance and peace of mind. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALT has named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease a new Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Kick off the season and find a unique holiday gift at the St. Petersburg Holiday of the Arts. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 3rd annual St. Petersburg Holiday of the Arts. Saturday and Sunday, December 17 and 18th at South Straw Park in St. Petersburg. Bring your sense of discovery and appreciation of the beautiful at the St. Pete Holiday of the Arts. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
A unique way for a Florida teacher to help students remember the steps of long division. Mrs. Irby's 4th grade class turns it into a song. She says the long division song is a way to make learning fun and help students learn in non-traditional ways. After seeing her students very happy to perform the long division song, she even posted the video on Facebook. In just days, this video has been viewed more than 5 million times.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. They did that same song, or a very similar one. It was the Staying Alive. In my little sis from Big Brothers Big Sisters, in her class in 5th grade, they would do all these songs. I thought they loved it.
Yeah, you know, it's a good math class too. 5 million hits, and if you translate that into money, how much would that be?
Right.
Based on how many hits you get on YouTube.
That's their next project, advertising revenue. Have a great weekend.